Dr. Erol, and today we are going to have a revision lesson about the conditionals, which was one of the last topics that we learned. So I'm going to use a slide that I found very useful. I got it from SlideShare. If you like, you can also have a look at for the subjects you want to revise to SlideShare. It's a great resource for the students. So because of this coronavirus, we are supposed to be at home, at our homes. I think this all made us realize how much we loved our school. So let's go. So the conditionals, as you will all remember, there are 4 types of conditionals, and there's this mixed type, which I insistingly refuse to teach you. I promise I will be teaching it as soon as we get to our lovely school. This is a promise. So there are 4 types of conditionals: type 0, type 1, type 2, and type 3. So conditional sentences have 2 parts: an if clause and the main clause. The if clause can come either first or second. It really doesn't matter. When the if clauses, the 2 clauses are separated by a comma. Please do not forget the comma. The comma is quite important when it comes to the if clause. But please do remember that when the if clause is first, the 2 clauses are separated by a comma. If not, we don't use a comma. If normally means on the condition that. Also, when, the word when can be used instead of if, so we are going to talk about it in a minute. So the first examples are over here. If I see him, comma, because the if clause is first, I'll give him the message. There is the vice versa version, as you can oversee. I'll give him the message. If I see him, there is no comma over here. Please try to remember this. So I'm going to skip this 4 types of conditionals example sentences because first we need to talk about the theory. So we start with conditional 0, type 0. So if plus subject plus present simple, subject plus present simple, or vice versa, as you can see here again. But please do not forget we have the comma if the if clause comes first. All right. So as I always say, before the theoretical part we need to focus, before the form we need to focus on the use. Why do we use it? Why do we need to use it? That's why we need to know why we use it. We use it for scientific facts or when the result is always true. So we've got 2 examples over here. If you heat ice, it melts. They forgot the full stop over here. If I miss this bus, I'm late for work, which is a certain fact. Okay? We can also use when instead of if. Probably you remember I mentioned it like 2 minutes ago. If can be replaced with when. So when you learn to make an if clause sentence, which means that you also learned a when clause sentence. Okay? So we're going to continue with the first conditional. So I'm going to skip this part, but please have a look at this one before doing the exercises. So let's again focus on the use of it. So why do we use it? When do we use it? Why do we need to use it? So predict what will happen given certain other facts. We use for things that will probably happen in the real future or for predictions. Sorry. So again, we have 2 examples over here. If you study hard, you'll pass your exams. So if it rains, there will be a lot of traffic. So we've got 2 uses and 2 examples. In these 2 examples, let's try to find out the uses, okay? So predict what will happen given certain other facts. Which one can that be? If it rains, there will be a lot of traffic. If you study hard, you'll pass your exams. I'm going to give you some time to think about it. Please do not forget to focus on the word predictions here. Okay, which one is which? What do you think? If it rains, there will be a lot of traffic. Okay, we have the word prediction for conditional 1. This is definitely a prediction, but we have got some probability over here, right? If it rains, there'll be a lot of traffic. This is kind of a life experience for me. This has always happened like this. So this one goes. So, excuse me. If you study hard, you'll pass your exams. Predict what will happen given other facts. So if you study, this is the fact. If you study hard, you'll pass your exams. There is no other way, because this is what it is, right? So sometimes we use shall, can, or may instead of will. So please try to please try to use all of them while doing the activities over here. I'm going to give you some time. Please, please, please get a pen and a piece of paper. There is no way that you will remember them all. So there are 10 activities over here, 10 exercises. So we're going to do the first 2 together. Okay, while doing them, please do not forget to focus on the uses other than the form, because if you learn the uses, you know, automatically you'll be quite good at the form. So if you not study, you fail the test. This is quite similar to the example over here. So we have to make it negative, as you can see over here. If you don't study, you will fail the test. This is a kind of a prediction of what will happen with the facts. Here the fact is you not studying, which is not you. If you don't study, you will fail the test. Or can we replace any of the second clause with any of these models? Shall, can, may. You shall fail the test. Doesn't look like the wisest option. If you don't study, you will fail the test was option 1. You can fail the test. Grammatically okay, but will should be preferred more over here. So we die if we not get help soon. Please do not relate this sentence to our situation at the moment. When I say our, I mean the whole world. This is going to end quite soon in a great way, I hope. Fingers crossed. So we blah blah die if we negative get help soon. Should we choose conditional 0 or conditional 1? So this is kind of a prediction again, other than a scientific fact. We will die if we don't get help soon. So for the rest of the activities, from the 3rd one to the 10th one, I'm going to give you like 4 minutes. So you can have a look.